Hope you're having a great day. I want to talk about the journey, the destination, and checking off things off our to-do list. So I think pretty much for most of us, and some of us did this while we were still in elementary grade school and high school, is that once we graduate from high school, really how we do things is up to us. You know, there's still those societal pressures, there's still those expectations. You know, you're dating someone and then all of a sudden, when are you going to get engaged? Then you get engaged, then they're like, when you're getting married, then when you're getting married, when you're going to have a kid. And there's always these pressures going on. However, we don't have to do things in a certain way. And it's not always about getting there. It's about what happens and how we grow and the changes that we make while we're working towards there, while we're working on that journey of getting there. And, you know, some of the things that come to mind just for myself is that anytime I've had the detours, I've had growth in myself and have learned more than had I stuck to the prescribed plan. For instance, I didn't go to college in 4 years. It took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do, and I took time off. So I took actually six years to get done with school because I worked full-time for a while there while I was like, well, what do I want to do when I grow up? Why waste all my money in school if I didn't know what I wanted to do? And then even with graduate school, I moved, which kind of did a veer. I went from Chicago up to Minneapolis. And so then there went the newness of looking over for schools all over again. And then as I was getting ready to graduate from my master's program in Minneapolis, and I was newly married, we moved back to Chicago. So that delayed my internship and my graduation. But that led me to finding the school I wanted to go to in Chicago, and also where I was going to be doing my training. So, you know, there's all these weaves that we make in our life that we learn so much more. And I even had a supervisor once when I was talking to her about my internship, and she's like, well, you haven't done anything the way you're supposed to anyway, so why start now? She said, you're doing it for what you need to do and how you need to do it. And, you know, that's so true that we sit there and we think that we have to get there, we have to get done, we have to get married, we have to live happily ever after. And it doesn't always work that way. And that's okay. You know, I was devastated by my divorce. I thought I was going to be, you know, happily ever after. But instead, I found myself and I have growth and I have independence. And I just look at where I would have been to where I'm at today, and it doesn't even compare. So even though we feel like we're on those roller coaster rides that just seem to be on that spin cycle, or we're not going to get to the end finish line that we want, sometimes that path that we're taking, even as shitty as it might be feeling in the moment, is actually going to lead us to somewhere better in the long run. And it's keeping faith in yourself, and it's taking time, hey Don, to look at what's going on and noticing your surroundings and noticing the people that you are finding yourself being with and your own growth and your own new exploration of different things that you would have never looked at before. So instead of getting hung up on, I didn't get this done on time, or I'm not at this point in my life when I think I should be, or where everybody else thinks you should be, take the time and say, am I doing what's right for me? Is this aligning up for what I want to do for me in the long run? And am I still learning on what I want to do? You know, we're always evolving and we're always developing. So I hope that you continue to take care of yourself. Hey, Maggie. And look at what it is that you want to do. And just because you decided you want to do something when you were 20 doesn't mean you're going to want to do it when you're in your 40s or your 50s or even older. You know, and that's the great thing, is that we can keep changing things. So like they say, you know, that journey is important. It's more important than the destination sometimes, just as like it is to take time to smell the flowers. Be present in what's going on in your daily life. Be present on what's going on right now. And as crappy as 2020 has been for many of us, it's also given a lot of us some gifts. So what is it that you've gotten out of this year? So share your thoughts. Love to hear them. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.